Hello everyone, in today's video, we will continue exploring ISO 9001 Clause 871, which focuses on controlling non-conforming outputs. If you're new to the channel, click the subscribe button to stay updated on our latest releases. In the previous video, we examined identification and control of non-conforming outputs, actions based on the nature of the non-conformity, and how to handle non-conforming products and services detected after delivery. Today, we're moving to the next part of the clause. Here's how the standard wants us to deal with nonconformities: A. Correction, B. Segregation, containment, return, or suspension of provision, C. Informing the customer, and D. Obtaining authorization for acceptance under concession. The standard really did a number on this part by blending control steps, dispositions, and communications in a questionable order. Don't panic, I'll walk you through it, and we'll figure this out together. The first thing the standard mentions is that we shall correct the nonconformity. Well, this is not how things work in a real life. Correction isn't where the process starts. Correction or rework is a disposition that requires authorization and review. The process always starts with isolation of the nonconforming product, and this is the next point in the standard. Segregation and containment is about separating the nonconforming output to prevent unintended use. Physical segregation can involve placing defective products in a quarantine area or using red bins and other designated storage areas. Identification will be required when physical segregation isn't feasible. For example, if you're working on a large piece of equipment, you should label it instead of moving it off the floor. Next, the standard jumps to a couple of dispositions like return and suspension of provision. Return: if the source of the nonconformity is a supplier, the defective product is returned with a supplier corrective action request, SCAR. Internally, a product may be returned to a previous operation for rework or other disposition. Correction or rework: for example, an inspector identifies a missing part in a device. The product is returned to assembly for correction. In services, an auditor may require corrections to an incomplete project plan. Suspension of provision: this is a temporary halt on the delivery of non-conforming products or services until the issue is resolved. For example, a software update is paused after critical bugs are identified during testing. While pointing out these dispositions, the standard misses a couple of other common options. Regrade. Regrading involves repurposing non-conforming products for alternative applications. For example, non-conforming consumer electronics with minor packaging damage may be regraded and sold as refurbished or open-box products. This practice helps reduce waste and maximize resources. Scrap is a straightforward option. When a product is beyond repair, the only alternative is to recycle or dispose of it. Acceptance under concession. This is the most controversial disposition. It involves accepting non-conforming products or services under specified conditions, often with customer approval. We'll dive into this topic in more detail in the next video, as there are many issues to discuss. By the way, if your company uses other dispositions, please share them in the comments. We'd be happy to learn from your experiences. Customer communication. Another matter we didn't have time to cover today is communication. There's a lot more to this than just informing customers. We'll also address that in the next video. Here's a quick wrap-up of today's discussion on ISO 9001 Clause 871. Differentiate between segregation and disposition. Establish an MRB process to authorize appropriate actions. Consider practical dispositions for your business, such as return, rework, suspension, regrade, and scrap. As always, check out the free resources on our website. Please contact me if you have any questions about this topic or need assistance implementing your lean management system. My information is below. Before you leave, please subscribe, share, like, and comment. Your support helps us promote Lean QMS project. Thanks for watching.